Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rodin, and welcome back to Minion Master's quest for the Mountainshaper. So, apparently the Chapter 3 launched, and I haven't taken a look at it, so let's do that now. It seems essence transfer is actually pretty interesting. When a minion kills another minion, it gains 25% of the target's max health. That could be quite interesting. Let's give it a try. Also, pretty okay-ish rewards. You have to pay a fair bit to unlock the adventure. I'm not sure the rewards quite live up to it, but let's see the new heroes. Nyolora. Do 40 damage in an area of 2. Okay, so kind of like local AoE, although she doesn't seem limited to not hitting the air. Whenever you play 2 cards in a row with the same mana cost, cast Burned Bridges. Interesting. Commanding Presence. Whenever you take the bridge, give all friendly minions shield. Okay. Join the fray. Nyolora steps down from her tower and is treated as a minion. While in the field, she has plus 1,000 health and plus 500 damage. If you want something done right. Hell yeah. Interesting. So she's essentially a mixture of like vocal, that 8 cost minion, legendary minion, whatever its name is, and kind of like Setsu, but better. Interesting. Okay. And then Crossbow Dude, I actually took a look at him because I had to quit out of a previous campaign, like run that it was locked in, even though I hadn't done any minion or anything. Like I hadn't even selected a master, but it still locks you into the chapter selection for some reason, so you had to select the master and then retire the run. Kind of weird, but okay. So I did take a look at this guy. He apparently shapeshifts, so he starts as a crossbow dude, turns into werewolf, giving your minions lycanthropy, which is really strong, and then turns back into a human, giving your marksman range and movements and haste, which is maybe not as good as lycanthropy. And then alpha, you switch back into werewolf form, and now you get range and haste on your werewolves. But it doesn't look like you retain the lycanthropy, so apparently you have to build for both range and werewolves. Okay, let's give that a try. That sounds more interesting, honestly. And we're going to start off with a Spirit Monster. And we have Lost Legionnaires, Crossbow Dudes, Lone Scout, an Elite Swarmer, and a Curse Bearer. It's a kind of poopy looking deck. Alright. Well, I mean, it's very basic. Doesn't really tie you into anything, so it all depends on what you draft. Fair enough, I guess. Oof, that lag.
Duel.
Alright, so I got the Lone Scout on there. I'm trying. Oh shoot.
Blue was unlocked their first perk.
And there we go. Now we're in business. Oh, hi. Forgot about you. And they both get lycanthropy. That is silly strong. Yeah, like I really don't want to level up. This lycanthropy thing is so much more powerful. And apparently it does not apply to your ranged minions. I'm just realizing. Oh, you're not gonna get a range. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you should be pretty dead, buddy. Yeah, like his deck is pretty basic, but his powers are incredibly strong, especially that first stage. Just giving all your melee minions lycanthropy. It's like 2 mana spell Actually, it's more than 2 mana spell because the card Lycanthropy only gives 1 minion the actual Lycanthropy effect. So if you have dual cards like Lost Legionnaires or... Actually, that was the only one. But with that one, you get double the Lycanthropy, so that's like a free 4 mana cast on top of your 3 mana minion. Turns out that's pretty strong. Summon 2 Blind Day when you level up. I'm not a huge fan of those level up cards, relics. Each time you level up, all cards in your hand cost 3 mana until played. I don't like that either because like if you have cards that are cheaper than 3 mana, it's a drawback, and if you have cards that cost 3, it does nothing. So essentially that is bad, like objectively bad for my deck. So the only other choice is 33% chance to gain 4 mana when casting a spell. I don't have a single spell in my deck, but I would like to get some. Okay, so we can continue with some Lone Wolf action. I'm not a huge fan of the Squire Puffs. Honestly, I don't like any of these cards. I mean, this isn't bad, it's just I want something with like some actual range DPS. These guys are more like combo cards. And I actually kind of like the cheap deck that I have going that cycles through and casts a bunch of Lycanthropies. That's really strong. So I'm tempted to take these because they're cheap, but I'm not a huge believer in the Squire Puff. Then again, if you have a bunch of Empyrean cards, might actually be good. There is an Empyrean army synergy. Do I have... I only have 2 and this will take me up to 4, so it's not even a consideration there. Obviously the next draft could do it, but eh. What are you, accursed? I don't want to say... Lone Wolf, like, thematically fits in, but it's actually kind of pointless because this gives you Lycanthropy and this gives you range if you're a werewolf, if you're a werewolf. So Lone Wolf itself doesn't really synergize with this master. It's kind of redundant. Okay, decision. Let's go cheap. Set us up for a future Empyrean army. This is normal mode, so I don't expect it to be too terribly challenging. Let's just take the bridges. Nice, my crossbow dude survived. So I take all the bridges. Oh, I should have done that better. Hopefully, okay. Oh, damn it. I forgot that this casted your tower. I didn't necessarily forget, I honestly never do. I didn't play that card, like, ever. I should have played something else. Mistakes are being made. I fat-fingered that. I wanted to cast the Spirit Master. Now I should be trying to get like as many werewolves as possible before I lose that. I lost it. So I can haste and marksmanship. It should be pretty good. Like not having any spells is kind of detrimental because I can't affect his side of the board other than by just playing more stuff. But at the same time, it makes the gameplay itself kind of simpler because you can't do as much, so you just play whatever minions are appropriate. Or, like me, just fat finger the wrong one and whatever. Alright, so remove 2 cards. Honestly, there's nothing in my deck that quite offends me so much I have to remove it. I could like double down on the Empyrean Army synergy or something like that and remove like Lone Scout or Swarmers, but like they're okay cards. I mean, I don't necessarily need them though. Huh. It could be interesting to have a free card. Would that be better than... That might be better than removing something. Yeah. So I could have a free Lone Scout, which might actually be like a mana gain if the board is empty. Free Crossbow Dudes, or 2 mana Spirit Mancer. All that sounds pretty good, actually. Honestly, give me the 2 mana Spirit Mancer. That sounds really good. Ooh, hello, Skratank. Okay, so this is more Empyrean Army synergy. Oh my god, Legionnaires with with Wolfpack. Hell yeah. Yoink. Alright, so now Empyrean Army synergy is active, which gives me rage on these guys. Which it does help because in the beginning they won't have rage, they'll just have lycanthropy, and enraged werewolves are insanely strong. Like, insanely strong. So it is nice. Crossbow Dudes don't gain any synergy. This is just really nice because of lycanthropy. You get, is it 4 or 5? 4. It's 4 freaking werewolves. That's balanced. And then, well, big dude with... it actually might not be good to have lycanthropy on this guy, because his Divine Shield makes him really effective even at low health. But whatever, he'll have his taunt, he'll have Divine Shield, he has Armor of Light, yeah, his Radiant Armor explodes. Yeah, it's just good card in general. Let's do the next round. I'm not paying too much attention to what the Master's doing because it's normal. Because it's normal mode, basically. Alright, so start off with the Lone Scout. Into this. Unfortunately, he got wrecked. Oh, shoot. Wait. I missed what just happened. I don't understand why he has a Morgul down there. I don't understand. Oh. Is this his effect or something? Because I'm getting like blind dates and stuff. I am confused. Fair trade. Swap decks with your opponent. Son of a bitch. Oh, shoot. That guy just wrecked me. Oh, jeez. This is this Master's trash. He doesn't have enough DPS to... Oh, no. I'm gonna die. This Master doesn't have enough DPS to kill a freaking Reboomer. Oh, he does as a werewolf. Okay. Hopefully Cleaver's in range to go back and defend. Yes, okay, good. Oh, actually. Oops. Okay, thank you. I'm back to my deck. There's my 4 werewolves. Some of that. Okay, do kind of want to summon this guy, but also kind of don't. Definitely want to summon these guys. I really want to get this. Okay. I need something to kill that stupid Drake. Okay, so now I have... Oh, it applies retroactively, interesting. To at least the ranged minions one. 315 HP, not bad, not bad. So now I have to strongly consider taking rest if it's offered to me, because otherwise I might just die in the next round. And my bow. Nice nice Lord of the Ring reference. Whenever you play a crystal elf minion, with which I have a grand total of 1, summon a crystal archer. No thanks. Head start is actually pretty good. Especially, oh, that gives you free lycanthropy right from the beginning. Copycat is very nice, but free lycanthropy from the beginning. Yeah, give me that. Alright, so now Spirit Infusion is pretty meh. I do have the Empyrean synergy going on. I don't want, definitely don't want Betrayers. I hate turncoat minions. I don't necessarily need the rage effect. I have some rage going on already in my deck, and my final ability is giving people, well, werewolves rage. I don't have any werewolves being offered. I think I'll just take the Empyrean, guys. My deck is getting a lot heavier now, but it's still fairly light up here. Oh, I was not given the option to rest, so let's hope that's good up. I feel pretty good, like starting off with lycanthropy. Should be very strong. Very, very strong. So now I want to cycle into the Legionnaires as much as possible.
And we're off.
Starting with you guys. And how about some more of you guys? And I guess I'll give you some rage support. Oh wow, you cursed my like 20 HP minions. Good job, AI. The AI on some of these missions is questionable. Like, they just don't understand how to play the decks that they're given. It's pretty sad. Honestly, just give me more werewolves. Oh dear. His boss monster actually started hitting something soft. That was bad. It's actually quite a bit of power that he's... Let's see if I can do this. Okay, that's actually a good curse. Good job, AI. That boss monster is a little bit of a problem. Just a little bit. I don't have a ton of AoE, although I do have some. This is actually an issue. I do want to cast this. Wait, did I get lycanthropy on top of? No, because one of my guys just died. Oh shoot, there's been this freaking little guy smacking away on everybody, and I didn't even notice. Not playing so hard.
Blue is victorious.
Alright, alright. A little bit tough, but we pulled through without losing too much health, so now we heal, I think it's another 1,000 that you heal each victory. Yeah, 1,000 HP. So I'm at half health now. Still some argument to be made for this. Do I want to call something now? I actually kind of want to get rid of some of these bigger Empyrean cards. I like the deck being cheap and just cycling into like Legionnaires. Because, for example, Legionnaires with lycanthropy on all 4 of them, I think that's way better than like an 8 mana minion. So as crazy it is, I'm actually tempted to just call out the two heaviest cards in my deck. I actually would like to get rid of Squire Puff too. Is that silly? That might be silly. It might be a better card than I'm giving it credit for. It just, hey. These guys don't really fit in here either. Although it is nice with this. But I already have plenty of crossbow dudes, and the cheap crossbow dudes are actually nice because you just cycle into Legionnaires more. I'd also try to train them, but... Alright, Associates, I'm going to try that, just removing the expensive guys. Go away. So I can cycle more into my other cards. I didn't remove the Empyrean Army, right? I still have 1, 2... That's not... 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have a perfect Empyrean Army right now. I could go for Crystal Elves, but... Ooh. Shit, another... There. This is very tempting, though, because that's 2 werewolves. I don't think that this is... I mean, this gives me some nice AoE, which I am missing, and it gives... And I actually just removed the only AoE that I had in my deck. I forgot about that. And, like, she doesn't need Crystal Elf synergy. She's very good on her own. This one does need it, though. I can set it up with either her or the Lone Scout. But, it would give me some nice range. I do have range synergy. It's movement speed and attack speed. There's definitely arguments to be made for either one of these picks. But I'm actually leaning more towards this one. Although I might regret not having any AoE. It'll be fine. Keep the deck nice and cheap. Ooh, going up against Bara. Oh Jesus, he actually have Bara's auto attack? It's gonna destroy my trash deck. Rabbit Pack. Werewolves you command. Oh god. All ground minions gain like Canterbury when summoned. What the hell? He's me. Bar the Witch can attack 5 farther than their usual range? What the... Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. Let's see how this goes. Frickin' Bara. Giant roots. Alright, so yeah, let's just play a bunch of werewolves. Why the hell not? Now I'd really love to call out the frickin' squires, honestly. So many werewolves. It's hilarious. I love it. I freaking love it. Oof. Okay. Answering with some werewolf action of his own. This is actually quite the problem. I need this. I need this. Yeah, this is like a freaking mirror match. I'll actually wait and just tank it on my health. Shit, no! He turned into a werewolf, dumped aggro, and then killed my puff.
I don't think Red can keep this up.
Yeah, it actually... I don't have any werewolves without the lycanthropy. So my perk 3 is actually like a loss of power, objectively, which is really sad.
Blue is victorious.
Yeah, I actually want to try to finish the match before it ever goes to perk 3, because mine does absolutely nothing with this deck. I wonder if that's something of an oversight, or if it was just intentional, because if you don't get lycanthropy on your minions anymore, it's not very likely that you're going to have any werewolves, or at least not many of them, if they're not offered to you in drafts. And unless I missed something, I have not been offered a single. Did I just survive with like 1 HP? What? Huh? Also, I completely forgot that this was an effect also, but I don't think you can change your playstyle too much because of it. I don't know. Okay, so Through the Nether is interesting. I've had it screw me over just because I forget that I had it. Spawn a copy. Now, this is interesting because you could say, oh wow, more werewolves. But the thing is, it reduces your max health by 50%. So then, I would only have 80 health on my legionnaires. So yeah, if they take less than 80 damage, they'll turn into werewolves and I'll have twice as many of them. But they're also twice as likely to just get one shot by something. I really don't like this though. It's just when you're losing, summon a warrior. It's terrible. Especially because I only have 1,000 HP left. I can't be taking damage. Whenever you cast 3 minions in a row, cast another step and give enemy ring H. I see that screwing me over so hard, but I don't want to take this because of the 50% HP loss. It is very nice on ranged minions, especially like ranged minions that have no HP to begin with. You're just doubling the DPS essentially. But I don't want to actually use it on my... The thing is, if I get an enemy master next round that just does like 80 damage, I'm going to cry if I take this. I'll take to the Nether. I don't want it. Don't necessarily want that either. I wish you could skip. Like, I don't want any of this. Just skip. Leave my deck as it is. I think taking any of these would actually make me kind of worse. This is arguably the best choice, I think. Although, Arcane Ring just seems kind of poop. By kind of poop, I mean very poop. I wish I could just call out my Spirit Puffs. Not very impressed by them so far. Crystal Synergy. Like, Crystal Synergy is not a bad card or anything. It's just it doesn't belong in my deck, and I'm weakening it because I'm making it harder to get my Legionnaires with lycanthropy. And this guy has absolutely no synergy in my deck. This is just Cleaver at an extra 2 mana cost. It's terrible. Like, Cleaver's a great card, but an extra 2 mana for no gain whatsoever is pretty bad. And I don't really want this. Ugh. I guess I'll take this because I have to. I really wish they could let you skip picking up cards. Especially because I think that might be the last round of card drafts that I'm offered. I think I might be capped now. Randomize the mana cost of all cards in both decks. That could be really bad for me because I have a cheap deck. And this is just like permanent randomize, is not until played or anything. Oh god, this could be terrible. I really hate this because this is just pure RNG. This is like, you might as well just give me a button like skip battle, cast a dice, or roll a dice and see if you win. Because if you get a hand of cards that is all like 10 mana, congratulations, you're gonna lose. Like 10 mana Squire Puffs. Like, that's gonna be amazing. You're just gonna lose. Like, just give me a button here that says roll a dice and decide the outcome of the battle and save my time, you know? I don't like this.
Masters, prepare to get your minion on. Oh wait, that didn't come out right. The fight is on!
Let's hope I can kill him before he interferes too much. Oh god, that's that silly thing. Try to get some trash out there to... Hopefully my werewolf doesn't get... Sweet. Trash ate it. Oh, well, enraged werewolves. Yeah, actually another step is Another step is good. Turns out another step is quite good. And now I need another step, so I'll just cast.
Blue is the winner.
Yep, another step is actually really good. I just became extremely freaking aggro because I start with lycanthropy, and another step so I can just flood the field with enraged werewolves. Turns out that's pretty effective. Okay, call the ranks. Yes, please. Go. Do I keep my Imperial army? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I actually kind of want to get rid of this even more than one of the posts. I haven't played much with this spell, but it just seems so meh. And I don't like the mana freeze mechanic. Alright, one puff is definitely going. And now, do I want the other puff or the arcane ring? I'll get rid of the arcane ring. Wait, no draft? I have space in my deck now, come on. Okay. Are you serious? Remember how I said I don't like turncoats? Alright, easy. I just have to kill you before you get to that. That might actually be extremely possible. My deck is exceedingly aggro right now.
Duel.
And it's like very effective aggro. Apparently so is his. Jesus, you're useless. Oops. Put my guy in the tower. Oh, whatever. He's actually kind of useless at this point. Alright, summon as many werewolves as possible. Oh, I think I might actually require doing this. Oh, nice. Turncoat. Have an enraged rammer going back at your face. Oh, never mind, you killed it. Alright, fine. Okay, this is actually kind of annoying. Oh shit, I don't have the health for this. Oh my word, what is this? I'm gonna die to the succubus, no! Oh. I don't know. I'd have to see that again. I almost certainly could have played it better. Trying to think back, but honestly, I don't know. I'd have to watch it again to see what I did. But, well, I guess you might have seen what I did wrong. What I could have done better. I guess you could look at the replay. It's just, actually, can you? Or is that only PvP? Why does this lag so hard? Like, you click match replays and it just takes forever. Yeah, I think that's only PvP. I'd have to watch the replay again. And by replay, I mean recording. Ah, that's painful. That is painful. Unfortunate. I guess that's what I get for talking shit about not hard mode. I'd have to give it another try. But until then, my name is Redden. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. And I hope you have a lovely evening. Take care.